time, it's like people want it to be one thing and one thing only. The point is you may have changed your mind that Arteta had or hadn't lost the dressing room. But the 3, 4, 5 other reasons you weren't convinced about him as a manager shouldn't have changed because of one brilliant victory. And that was what I said all along.
Was it a brilliant victory? We beat him every year.
I get that. I mean, look, I personally thought
our fans make that cut. Our fans make that derby relevant.
And I do get that. And I felt like it was a good win on the day. It was exciting, the mood of everybody. But it just ended up being over the top. But Corin, I want to ask you this question. We put the stat out earlier. 15 games you failed to win out of your last 23 at home in the Prem, 25 of your last 46 in the Prem, home and away, you failed to win. Are you still backing this manager to get Arsenal Football Club back to where you're meant to be, top 4, and then on to challenging for the title?
Yes, 100%.
Why?
You can exasperate, and the thing is, right? As I said to you, Terry, if we come 5th or 8th or whatever, I'm more than happy. Come back. You can exhale at me and shout at me and scream at me all you want, but I still think we can get forward. There's major errors I can see. I'm not deluded. I'm not going to say everything is perfect. We've had major errors from this manager in the past 2 games. Major errors. You can say 2 years. I'm going to say 2 games. Major errors in the past 2 games. Not starting El Neni with Partey when you have Lokonga, who's not transition, who doesn't work in transition defense as well, and he got nicked for one of those goals. You can see both these 2 guys cannot work together. You need a balance in that midfield. You have players that are. Well, Guendouzi isn't exactly the most. Guendouzi's playing as a 10. He's playing as a 10 right now. He's playing as an 8-10. He doesn't exactly have the best defensive work.
And he's got more output than Erdogan has.
Current. Let me just say quickly. Yeah. I'm not going to shout you down. I'll banter you if you don't make top 4. Because you're a nice guy, but you're not. You're saying about 2 years of mistakes, and you're shrinking it down to the last 2 games. Of your last 46 Premier League games.
Sorry, Terry, that's what Arsenal fans do, with all due respect to Curran. The sample size, is the last couple of games. It's not the whole bigger picture, because if you go the whole bigger picture, his argument's dead and buried. But if you go the last 2 games,
but the fact of the matter is if you look at our season so far, I'm not going to forget the last 2 games. Forget the last 2 games. I don't give a shit. No. I mean, as in like the sample size, as in my argument the last 2 games about the last 2. I'm saying forget that. I'm talking about this season so far. All right, we've had a bad start to the season. I'm not going to say we're going to lie and say we've had a good start to the season. We've got battered by 2 European greats, who great teams at the moment who both in the Champions League final last year. We got taken out by Brentford. We've not had a great start, but the fact of the matter is that we've had one of the hardest run-ins as we've entered the season. Are we agree or not agree?
Yeah. What do you mean hardest? In terms of games?
The past 8 games, we have the 3rd hardest.
Current. Do you know who's had the hardest run?
It's Crystal Palace. Yes, I know. They did very well.
Exactly.
And they did very well.
Patrick Vieira, who literally has just joined 2 months ago, he's already got an identity. He's already playing a way that you can see, and you look at that team and you say, I know how they're going to play. I know how they're going to win matches. They're playing better football than us. He's been there a couple of months, and they've got a harder run than us. So where are these excuses coming from?
They're pointless excuses.
It's not an excuse.
I want to ask you a question.
It is.
It's not an excuse. That's
you've had a hard run to the season, Curran, but I've got a question.
Yep.
We haven't had a hard run, Terry. I don't know where these people are making this hard run from. We've played Chelsea and Man City. Boo-hoo, that's it. Other than that, Tottenham we slap every season. Burnley I expect to beat every season. Everyone was saying about, Turf Moor, it's a hard away game. They ain't won a game since January at home. Exactly. Yeah, how's that a hard away game? Yeah, Norwich I expect to slap. Yeah, Palace I expect to slap. Brighton I expect to slap. Let's not forget, these teams are either relegation fodder or bottom half of the table teams, yeah? So the only teams we have actually played, because we can add Brentford in that have just been promoted. I don't care about that, because we played them and we should be beating them regardless of COVID, regardless of injuries, yeah? Right?
So 4 players out, it doesn't mean nothing for you.
We spent more money in the summer than Brighton's whole squad that has been assembled over 4 years, yeah? Right? The only teams we have played of any note, yeah, are Man City and Chelsea. Now, if Brentford can put up a fight against Chelsea, why can't we?
We should have.
There you go. I'm not saying we've had a hard start to the season. Rubbish. We've played 2
rubbish. It's factually true
out of 8.
Yeah. Do you know what, Corin, though? What sorry, Gal. What I would say about the start of the season is this, though. you're discounting those other 46 the other
Exactly.
the other 20
Exactly.
38
Okay.
games that I'm talking about. And my question is, we go back around to the original question. You're still backing Arteta. Forget making top 4 this year. You're still backing Arteta. The geezer fails to win more than 50% of his games. That hasn't improved so far going into this season. But at the same time, you're all sitting there saying, but structure and squad and profile of player, everything's improved. Best this, best that, up and coming defense. All these things are improving, other than winning games, which is what he's there to do. So I'm not suggesting. I'm not suggesting that everything he's done is wrong. That would be, for me, that's again too binary. Of course, he's done some things that are good. He's had some good games. He's bought some good people. Some of these youngsters that he's developing are very good. I don't think anybody is denying that. I can't understand where the defense and the faith in Arteta comes from. To a point the other day where I saw Arsenal fans attacking your greatest ever player.
That was disgusting.
For criticizing him. But the point is, you, not you personally, but Arteta in people have become so toxic and they're so desperate to be right. But the problem is, for all the little mini leagues they make up and purple patch leagues they make up, the cold hard facts cannot be denied that you are not improving as a football team under him. So my question to you again is, what gives you faith that he's going to, like, what is it you've seen that makes you believe, forget 3 or 4 teams above you having really bad seasons and you stepping into the mark? Because for me, that's not direct progression as a club. What is going to make you win? And you're out of your next 23 home games, what's going to make you fail to lose only 4 or 5 of them? Because that should be the Arsenal standard. Where do you see the improvement coming from Arteta?
So for me, the main reason I still back, or whatever the manager, however you meant it, is because of the tactical structure that he's brought in. The fact that we actually have a defense that actually works. We have a midfield that progresses the ball. We have attackers that can actually go through and create overloads out wide. We have players that can do. You look at someone like Aubameyang, who has had a hard season, come back. He's hit 7 goals in 8 games. Like, he's actually we're doing well in the season. It's not like it's not everything is bad. There is ways that you can see that the structure of the team is much better. You have a pragmatic manager that is able to actually progress the ball in a way that's actually functional, and you can have actually players actually zonally that are disciplined in their zones. They don't evacuate their zones as easily. The whole point yesterday.
Sorry, mate. What does that even mean?
Okay, I'll explain that to you. That's quite easily.
Because you're sounding like Mikel Arteta in a press conference. I can't lie. You said our defense is structurally better. We've got a -5 goal difference in 8 games.
Okay, I'll explain to you what is structurally better.
We lost that many games last season. With this so-called best defense, he's improved it to the worst finish we've had in 26 years.
You also said that we're pragmatic and we move the ball forward.
And you said we're pragmatic,
and
we're pragmatic.
We don't.
Emery was pragmatic because Emery had our 2 strikers playing in the same team, bagging 71 goals and assists that season. Yeah, to the point where we got to the Europa League final, right? With a, as you said, worse squad, right?
Yes.
The excuses I hear for this manager are based on absolute waffle, bruv. I like you, Curran, yeah? Right? I don't mean to come across rude, and if I am, tell me, yeah?
No, don't.
But at the same time, this guy's been here 2 years. 2 years. And we have finished 8th and got knocked out against Olympiacos. We have finished 8th and got knocked out against our former manager in Villarreal. And we have been sat bottom of the table while Spurs were top for the first time ever, by the way. That has happened. He has broken record after record after record for the wrong reasons, right? We've got a -5 goal difference and we're 8 games in. And anyone who still backs him, I'm sorry, mate. Yeah, no disrespect. I don't want to call you a liar. Yeah, but you can't genuinely believe that, mate.
Thank you all for watching this clip from the Football Terrace. Make sure you leave your comments, hit the like and the share buttons before you leave. If you want to watch the full episode or more from the Terrace, click on the link in this post and we'll see you all there.